Hola a todos, hola nación, saludos, bienvenido. Yeah, that's tomorrow.
Hello. Hello, New York. Thank you for the wonderful welcome. We're Gamelan Dharma Swara. We're so excited to be here. I'm Tori Lo Mellon. I'm the Executive Director of Gamelan Dharma Swara. It's such a joy and a thrill to be here. I want to thank, first of all, World Music Institute for inviting us, as well as for, I think, Sunny Jain and the Wild Wild East for, I believe, thinking of Gamelan to be the perfect complement to his amazing, psychedelic South Asian music. We also want to say a huge thank you to Bryant Park Partnership. They've been tremendously welcoming, tremendously accommodating. It's quite an amazing feat to be able to rally a large group as this. So I really want to say thank you for really being there for us. Just a little bit about Gamelan Dharma Swara. We've been around since 1989, so we're celebrating our 36th year, so we're a little bit behind World Music Institute, but we're very, very happy to have been around for generations. We are based in Queens, and we've played all over New York, the metro area, and we have actually performed in Bali as well. We performed there once in 2010. We are so delighted that we're going to have an opportunity next year to perform at the Bali Arts Festival. So it's great to represent American Gamelan in an incredible setting. I want to mention, I feel like it's worthwhile mentioning, first of all, today is Indian Independence Day. So very exciting to all that celebrate, and Sunday is also Indonesian Independence Day. So it's so providential to have both of these holidays falling on this weekend, especially for the opening event for World Music Institute as part of picnic performances. So I don't want to carry on too long. It looks like our group has made some changes. I leave you this. We have some fantastic merch. We literally have brand new t-shirts that are hot off the press as of like 5 p.m. today. They're limited edition. They're absolutely gorgeous. You should check them out. We're standing over there right with the World Music Institute table. And that's it for now. We have a couple more pieces coming up under a different modal composition technique. We're going to be playing some contemporary pieces now, including a commission by our artist in residence, who is unfortunately not with us right now, but is in Bali. So this first one is Swara Sandi, and this next one is Swara Sandi, and then will be followed by Pagam Ayu. Thank you. Thank you so much, New York. Thank you, World Music Institute. Thank you, Bryant Park Partnership. Really, really fantastic to be performing for you all. Gamelan is the people's music, so it's really, really such an honor to be here on the stage. Next is Sunny Jain and Wild Wild East. Thank you.
Breakthrough already. Oh my goodness. Okay, everyone, that's a part one of our free concert here, the picnic performance at the Bryant Park. Brought to you by the Bank of America. Uh, how would I say this? Okay. That is the group, the Gamelan Dharma Swara. That's a Balinese music and dance group based right here in New York City. They're bringing the mesmerizing sounds of gamelan. What's a gamelan? Gamelan, that's a traditional Indonesian ensemble. Uh, it's an ensemble of percussion instruments like gongs and metallophones. Pair that with intricate Balinese dance, and you're looking at a performance that's as much visual art as it is music. Let me show you my face, but I need to wear my mask because I still have some problem with my tooth. I mean, so you know that it's not every day. No, it's not every day that you go to hear Balinese or Indian music share a stage in the middle of Manhattan. You know, so this is going to be something truly unique. So the next group is gonna be the group by what's the name? Sunny Jain, okay, called the Wild Wild East. Sunny is a renowned drummer and a dole player, and his music blends South Asian rhythm. Yeah, South Asian rhythm, and with jazz, rock, and a bit of that cinematic Bollywood flair. No, if you're never if you never had to a Dole live before, you're in you're in for a treat here. That drum doesn't just play a beat; it grabs your heartbeat and makes it dance along. And it's still preparing. There's preparing their stage there. Okay. So let me discuss about the weather and atmosphere. Let me show you the weather up there. They're still preparing the stage right now for the next set of our program tonight. You know what? My tripod broke actually, so it cannot stand alone. Okay, I would like to share the. Okay, let me put my stand firmly. Okay, because my stand is not firm right now because oh my goodness. Okay, okay. So that's it. Let me show you the atmosphere and the weather. So right now, the weather is absolutely perfect. No, it's warm, but not sticky, unlike yesterday. With just enough breeze to keep things fresh, and the sun still hanging on, but starting to dip so well. And we'll get that gorgeous golden hour glow soon. Or it got dimmer now. So perfect lighting for both the performances and all of us enjoying the show. And this is what the environment look like around you. A lot of audience right now. A lot of people came. I mean, okay, so the lawn, we are on the lawn right now. So the lawn officially opened for sitting at 5 p.m. Yes, I think it was 5 p.m. No, and so people have been trickling in for the last couple of hours. So some folks brought their own cotton or fleece blanket, and others grabbed the park's borrowed ones. So this one, like the red one here, is borrowed from the park. See there, property of Bryant Park. That one, property of Bryant Park. That one there. So remember, it's first come first serve for those first come first serve basis, and serve for those, and if blankets aren't your thing, so there are some preset where are they around there. So there are some excuse me, there are preset chairs on the gravel area. This is the lawn area. Outside here of the lawn area is a gravel area. And I see some people already working on their picnic spreads, So I'm spotting everything from sushi to Chinese platters I saw there, to pizza, name it, bring your food. I brought mine actually. Mine is a beef stick or beef jerky. Let me show it to you. My beef jerky. This is mine, chumps. That's my beef jerky. Food here in the lawn. So very easy, no? So I have good jerky, and also I have some cheese with me. I have popcorns actually.
but I don't think I'm gonna opening up my popcorn yet, because I don't think I'll be finishing it in one sitting, and I don't want that to go bad, you know. But I have something. Where's my cheese? My cheese is here, and here's my cheese sticks also. Both are sticks, and so easy to eat and so easy to carry. There you go, inside my bag. Okay. So we're gonna eat soon. Okay. As the show starts, I'm gonna take my stack with me. Okay. You know, this is a classic New York City. Okay. Everyone, let me know in the chat if you were here tonight with me. Like, what do you call this? Nacion Alternativa. It's not here tonight, but I wish he could come. I invited him over. But anyway, Nacion is covering the fireworks at City Fields in Queens. That is after the game, and we don't know what time the game gonna be finishing. So we're not sure about that. So I did not go with Nacion, because there's no definite time as to when we're gonna cover the fireworks there, no? Okay, so if you were here tonight, what would you bring for your picnic, if ever? Me, I brought this. I told you, these two sticks, the cheese stick and the beef stick. Easy to open, easy to manage, you know? And I haven't greeted anyone yet, right? Because the program started right away. Let me see who are there, and mega shout out to you. So Nacion is one of them, Nacion Alternativa, and Mark Dataro. Hey Mark Dataro, mega shout out to you. And Ryan O'Malley there as well, mega shout out to you, Ryan O'Malley. And Mariah, Arian Dataro there, Beck Dela Cruz, and Mariah Samson, Dan Kumari. Hey Kumari, Dan Kumari Gopal Ramu is viewing via Facebook. So Ram Kumari, if you can switch to YouTube, because YouTube has better quality video and sound at the same time than using Facebook. But although they're stream simultaneously at the same time, you know. And surfboard, I haven't seen surfboard for a long time. He left me several months ago. Thank you for coming, surfboard. I appreciate that. And so Nacion in there. Who are? So I cannot read back anymore. Up to surfboard only. And surfboard says hola todos. Yeah, hola a todos from surfboard. Oh my god. My legs. You know, it's not easy to sit in here in the lawn without the chair. But we cannot grab a chair here because we're right in front, because we are right in front of we are right in front here of the stage. Now they're preparing the stage for the second performer. My god. I cannot stretch my legs now. Anyway, so the second part is the Indian music, as I told you. It's Sunny Jain, called the Wild Wild East, not the Wild Wild West. Okay, so you know, if you're familiar with some Indian music, traditional with some drums and some Bollywood style of music, there, well, this is your treat tonight. Okay,
So we're diving into world music in the best way possible. First, we had the Balinese group, no, Gamelan Dharma Swara, that showcased their Balinese music and dance group based right here in New York City. The second group is a group of Sunny Jains. Sunny Jain of Wild Wild East. Sunny is a renowned drummer and doll player. Okay, and his music blends South Asian rhythm with jazz, rock, and a bit of that cinematic Bollywood flair. If you've never heard a doll live before, you're in for a treat here. That drum doesn't just play a beat, it drops your heartbeat and makes it dance along. So you're gonna witness that doll drum later on. Okay, that's loud. Okay, get prepared for the loud sound of the drum. Well, talking about this Bryant Park, every time I'm here, I'm reminded that why Bryant Park is called the backyard of Midtown. You know, you've got these towering skyscrapers, those towering skyscrapers all around. Actually, we're in the middle of the skyscrapers all around us. See, that's the landscape skyscrapers. I keep on saying landscapers. That's not good. Okay, so we're gonna start soon with the second part. So the second part is by what do you call this? The group of Sunny Jane. They call it the Wild Wild East, not the Wild Wild West. The Wild Wild East. Okay. Uh-huh. Okay, so I think they prepare. No, they have some drums there, cymbals and guitars. Wow. Let's just wait for their appearance, and they're gonna go out and show themselves. Not a long time. They're gonna be here soon. You know, I have some question though. Yeah, this is just a quick question. If you could instantly learn to play any instrument in the world, not just the one local in your places, which one would you choose? Would you go for something classic like a piano, or something bold like a doll, or something exotic like the gamelan? And the gamelan, the one that performed first, that is a gamelan. This they hit they hit their instrument with some sort like a hammer. It's a form of percussion and xylophone, and matching with drums, not drums, flute and string instrument, one string instrument, the classical one string instrument. Anyway, so let me give you some background of Sunny Jane. So he's not just a drummer, no, he's a storyteller with sticks in his hands. This man was born in India, an Indian immigrant, parents embraced in the U.S. He's made a career, but out of bridging words through the sound. His project Wild Wild East is like a musical road trip that starts in the desert of Rajasthan. Rajasthan is a part of India, and the tours through New Orleans jazz clubs, stop by a rock festival, and still finds its way into the cinematic sweep of Bollywood. So, and then there's the doll. Yes, and there's a doll, a doll that double-headed drum you see front and center on stage. So the doll isn't polite background percussion. It's a bold, it's physical, it's primal. When the player plays it, you don't just hear it, you feel it in your chest. Every beat is like a heartbeat tuned up to maximum volume, making your body want to move even if you swore you'd stay seated.
Hello, New York City! It's working now. Look at that.
Okay.
Let's hear it one more time for Gamelan Dharma Swara. Weren't they fantastic? Yes, thank you so much. I know I got cut out a little bit. I did want to say a few words. World Music Institute is a nonprofit organization dedicated to presenting the best, as you've seen, in world music and dance at venues throughout the city of New York. And we do that to, number one, enrich all of our lives through the arts, which we need, but to also promote awareness and appreciation for the rich diversity of cultures from around the globe, which we need even more. So, many cultures, one world is our motto, and we proudly present our 40th season. Tonight's the starting point of the 40th season. We hope we have on our table the programs for upcoming shows. On September 20th, we'll be right around the corner at Town Hall with Chandrika Tandon doing Sacred Sounds of Healing, another thing that we all need these days. And we would really encourage you to come join us often as we celebrate this community of world music enthusiasts and lovers and of exceptional performers. And talking about exceptional performers, there is this group, and it's Sunny Jain, who is, you might know him from Red Barat. He's now having his project of the Wild Wild East, and you are just about to experience what that means. So I hope you're ready, and you give him a super warm New York City welcome. Thanks so much for being here. Have a great time. Thank you.
New York City, how y'all doing tonight? Tonight I'm going to tell you a story through sonic journeys with this band about my parents and my ancestral migration. Starting in Rajasthan in the 14th century, a small town called Osia, which is in Jodhpur in Rajasthan in the northwest Indian subcontinent. You're going to hear echoes of a folk song called Kesariya Bhalag, which means "Come back, my beloved warrior." And you're going to hear the beautiful sounds of Alison Shearer on soprano and alto and flute. Shuk Sadin on guitar. Almog Sharvit on bass. And Ben Parag on vocals. So I say this to you, I invite you to imagine that this is the Thar Desert of Rajasthan, and you don't have to sit in one spot. If you want to meander around, you want to check the show out from different vantage points, you want to move around, you have permission to move. You have permission to walk around and migrate as you wish. Is that a deal, New York? So that was like the 12th century of Rajasthan. For 400 years, I have no idea where my ancestors went. But I do know around the 18th century, they landed in Punjab. And so I think about this migration they must have had as merchants, as Jains, traveling through the Thar Desert. Eventually you get up to northwest also, India, Pakistan, Punjab area. In 1975, there was a film that came out called Sholay, a Bollywood film. Some of you out here might have heard it before. And it was a great composer named R.D. Burman, Rahul Dev Burman, that composed the score to it. Prolific Bollywood composer. Now, the reason I'm talking about this film and the score is he did something interesting with it. He borrowed the spaghetti western influence of the Sergio Leone or Ennio Morricone, if you're familiar with those names, the spaghetti westerns that we had over here with Clint Eastwood. And he developed a little thing called the curry western. It was very short-lived, but this sound was something I remember growing up. And it existed for maybe just a year or two. So when putting this band together back in 2019, Wild Wild East, I was thinking about what if, like Ennio Morricone and R.D. Burman were just holding hands, walking across the Thar Desert. And what would that love child sound like? And this is the title track called Wild Wild East. Give it up for Ben Parag. Ben Parag and vocals. And Ishita and Hannah from Image Dance. So my parents, as I was saying, they're from Punjab. It's okay. It's a strong goal. And today is the independence of India, and also yesterday the independence of Pakistan. Many of you might know this history, but 78 years ago, independence was granted after 150 to 200 years of British occupation. And upon leaving the subcontinent, the British, after those 150 to 200 years of stoking religious fear and division, left and partitioned the subcontinent. One side became Pakistan, one side remained India. The reason I bring it up is my parents went through this. They went through this partition, as did 10 million people that were displaced all along religious lines. And 2 million people were killed during this process. I only bring it up because it is independence. It's hard to celebrate independence when you think about the fear that kind of developed during those times. And you see it playing out still to this day within the subcontinent, but also in the world in general. And so I want to move past that and really talk about the humanity that is within us. You know, each one of us out here, every single person out here has this amazing ability as soon as they're born to create something. And to still at this age, to create something and put it out there in the world. And that's what truly unites us all. Not these silos of dogma, of nationalism and politics and religion. So yes, I'm happy Pakistan and India got their independence, but what I'd like to do is focus on the humanity of it. And since we're talking about Punjab, the spirit of Punjab is in this bowl. Can I ask everyone to please rise to their feet? Can everyone please rise to your feet?
Oh, not easy. It's not easy. Cannot stretch.
I want you to put those hands up in the air. Make that Punjabi fist bump. Now shrug your shoulders. Oh, this is going to be easy. This is going to be easy. Okay, now. Go ahead, move from side to side, y'all. Move from side to side. Anyone out there want to get a little fancier? I can't hear you, New York. You want to get fancier? Come on, put your hands up. Put them up, put them up, put them up. Let me hear you say it. Bale, 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 bale. Punjabi fist pump. This is what we're going to do the rest of the night, y'all. Whatever you feel in your hips
उजाला ये शब्द जिंदा सहर वो इंतजार था जिसका ये वो शहर तो नहीं ये वो शहर तो नहीं जिसकी आरज़ू लेकर चले थे यार के मिल जाएगी कहीं ना फलक के दश्त में तारों की आखिरी मंजिल कहीं तो होगा शबे सुस्त मौज का साहिल कहीं तो जाके रुकेगा सफीना गम ये दाग दाग उजाला ये शब्द जिंदा
skip about 30 years. And then my parents moved to America in like 1970. I grew up with the whole idea of, many of you probably did, that game of Indians and Cowboys. Such a strange game, especially when you're Indian. And I think about like the whole myth of the American cowboy. And I think about my parents that left their homeland and traveled over here to start a new family, to start new roots, like many immigrants that made up this country, right? Many of you probably in your family. So I wrote this song for my parents and for all immigrants out there. It's called Immigrant Warrior. like this next one. This next one, I grew up at Indian parties during the summer, always hearing this one jam. Can I ask you all to please rise to your feet if you're able? If you're all able to get up. If you're already up, I see you. I see you if you're already up. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Go ahead. share your voices with us?
Da 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 da. Da 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 da.
Let me hear you louder, New York.
Da 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 da.
Again.
Da 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 da.
Y'all, that was beautiful. Thank you, New York. Thank you. Give it up for Ben Parag, Image Dance, Allison Shearer, Amal Sharvit, and Shub Sadin. We got one more song. And if I may say, all the way back there where it says merch and info and those lights, we got some t-shirts and records back there. We're gonna be back there afterwards. Come say hello to us, okay? Image Dance, Hannah, Izuka, Alton, Shira, Chub Sonnen, Ben Parag, and I'm on Beat. My name is Sonny Jain. We're Wild Wildies. Love you, New York.
Okay. Oh wow, that was exciting. I hope every one of you enjoy that. Wow, it's really something tonight. Wow, we're lucky we have this. You know, this is one of a lifetime performance in here in Bryant Park. Most of the performances here are classic. This one is modern classic. Okay. I really love it, you know. And I want it continuously. I don't want to go yet, you know. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. And as the sky turned a deep dark up there, the city lights are sparkling. And there's this beautiful mix of music, laughter, and clinking picnic glasses in the air. This is what summer in New York is all about. Moments where the city feels like one big living room and one big dancing room. Look at that. So I hope you've enjoyed joining me here at Bryant Park tonight, whether you're watching from another part of the city, another state, or halfway around the world. I hope this little slice of NYC summer has brought you some joy, or same joy. Wait, my gimbal. My gimbal is getting crazy again. Sorry for that. What happened, gimbal? Maybe I need to step on it. Whew. Not my gimbal, I'm sorry. It's my tripod. My tripod broke. Anyway. Alright friends, that's going to do it for me tonight from Bryant Park Picnic Performance. And huge thanks to the World Music Institute, Sonny Jain's Wild East, and Gamelan Dharma Swara for giving us this incredible evening, and of course to Bryant Park and Bank of America for keeping the arts alive and free for the public. If you enjoy the stream, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you can join me for more NYC adventure. Until next time, stay curious, stay inspired, and keep exploring. Good night from Bryant Park, and don't go away. We're going to have our second live streaming for tonight. So we're gonna go Midtown again in a few moments. In a few minutes. Okay. In a few minutes, we're gonna go live again. Okay. So don't go away. I'll just shut this off and begin a new live session. So we're walking around Midtown for tonight and exploring the magic of Midtown during the night. Okay, everyone. I see you again later in a few minutes. Okay. Okay. Thank you very much, everyone, and everyone to my Japanese viewers, arigatou gozaimashita. Hontou ni kyou konban mo hirgurai wo goran itadakimashite makoto ni arigatou gozaimasu. mata ato din ano jupun jugo pun guray ato de mata raibu surun no de ne guran ko dasay arigato domo. And to everyone there, don't go away. In a few minutes we're gonna go another live session covering the brilliant, the bright Midtown New York. So don't go away. Ciao, oba, paalam, goodbye, adios, bye bye, and mabalos.